exécutif chez Congébec Logistique.
Il a fait le boucher, directeur des ventes, marketing, des affaires chez Price.
On a juste un clicker. No?
Okay. So we all appreciate being able to go into a grocery store and buying fresh produce. But what is often forgotten is the integral step that refrigerated warehouses play in this role. Now, as you know, Congénium has been a provider of refrigerated services in Canada since 1974 and has consistently offered and assured the premium quality of our products. But within today's competitive environment, it's become increasingly difficult for Congénium to really differentiate itself with a brand image that is both relevant and reflective of the position that Congénium is today. So good afternoon, Board of Directors of Congénium. My name is Fabiana Gallo-Delbello. Today I am joined by my colleagues Flavie Laliberté and Chloé Massé. Today we'll be taking you through our strategy to ensure that Congénium develops a unique brand image that is completely reflective of its services and its growth today that allows it to really grow profitably and sustainably into the future as a leader within the industry. So to do this, we'll be first beginning with an overview of the industry's an overview of the industry. Secondly, an opportunity statement that we have identified in order to be able to grow the brand image of Congénium, Congébec, excuse me, and our recommendation moving forward, and of course the financial implications of our recommendation and how we are choosing to implement this strategy.
So let's start with our current situation. So Congébec was founded in 1974. So primarily known for warehouse, for frozen goods, and also there's a lot of importance on human capital. So you have over 400 employees, and this is very important for you. And you have solid values that you carried through the years. So where are we now? Now, 2013, we have more services. You have expanded throughout Canada. So we offer equipment, technology, transportation, and packing services. So we are no longer just a warehouse facility. As well, this means that you provide integral services. So it's really for the clients, they come up to you and you will carry them through all the service that you offer. So let's take a look at the future expansion challenges. We know that you want to grow. You're currently first in Quebec, and this is great. So your name, Congébec, is really takes roots from Quebec, and also what we want to do is we want to change that for the future. But this represents some challenges. A few challenges is that we have a low brand recognition outside of Quebec. We also have enclosing linguistically. So this means that Congébec is really more of a French name, and what we want to bring in more of a national and international aspect. Also, we have undifferentiated brand elements. So as you know, we have all your main competitors are, it's like we see them as with ice cubes and snow and things like that, but they don't really have a meaning. And what we want to provide to you, and what we will provide to you today, is a meaning behind your new logo. 3 words that we want to keep in mind for this presentation is the services you offer, your customers, and your values. So let's take a look at where we can go from here. So what we want to do, we want to, by branding Congébec's image to that of Congénium, the company will be able to be in a better position. And we have 3 main objectives. Our first one is to successfully expand beyond provincial borders. So as I said, we want to gain a bigger presence in Canada. We are currently second. We want also to achieve an international brand recognition, and we will show you that it will be possible for us to grow our revenue by 5.8% and with all these services by 2015. So what this means is that by changing the brand name from Congébec to Congénium, you will be able to have a better position across national and international borders.
Okay. So we want to present to you a new branding, but there is something that we need to preserve in this new image, because we cannot eradicate totally the brand elements that consumer already associate with your name. So we want to keep the value proposition. We know that you're really proud of being efficient, to be innovative. You're reliable, you have high quality, and we want this to really be the focus of the new logo. And also we want to focus the multitude variety of the services that you offer. So that's something we're going to keep in mind for the rebranding. And we want to be we also want to bring the aspect of the mind behind it, the genius of all the integrated logistics around it. So it's not only a physical supportive goods, it's also the web portal and all the thought and the ERP system that comes behind it. Oh, there you go. So what we did, we looked at the old name, so Congébec. The first half is really good. C'est congélateur, c'est très québécois, ça revient à vos racines. It's easy to pronounce for pretty much everybody. Congé, congé, so it's pretty good. It's relevant, it's unique, and it's transferable to pretty much everything you do. Techniquement, c'est congélateur. But the bec part is where we had some trouble with. So Quebec, when we did some brand association, what we thought about Quebec? Well, we think about French Canadian, we think about a state-owned company. So you're not a state-owned company, but you may be associated with Hydro-Québec or Québecor. So we want to maybe cut that second half and replace it with something that will better represent what you are today. So we present to you Cogenium. So Fabiana kind of show you the name before it happened, but this is Cogenium. This is the new slogan, intelligently fresh since 1974. And en français, c'est fraîcheur intelligente depuis 1974. And you see the three little ice pick that Fabiana will go over with the new meaning.
Right, so thank you, Flappy. Basically, we have created a new logo that represents our three main pillars that Chloe had mentioned before. The fact that we offer the highest quality service, that we really truly value our customers and being able to offer them customized services, and of course, our value proposition. Now, we've created what we call our three main ice drops. Now, to us, ice is a very important force. We see it as something that's pure, it's beautiful, and it's strong. So we want to move forward with Congenium, keeping this ice drop mentality with us. So right now we did, and we kind of went through the same process of Congenium as we did with Congébec. So the first benefit here is that we're actually able to maintain a positive brand image. We're preserving our value and preserving our brand image. We're really not going too far away from what has made us successful in the past. Now the second most important benefit is that we're actually adding a dimension to the brand. With the Genium part, we're making reference to the fact that Congébec has actually really expanded over the years, that it is actually a provider of smart, integrated logistics services. So, like we see here, our new positioning map in the mind of the customer should be the fact that the company has emerged and has grown and is now established as a modern, smart, innovative company with a tech-centric focus that is ultimately reliable. And we're doing all of this while preserving the brand equity on which the company was founded in 1974. So we've also recognized an importance in delivering a communication strategy that allows us to really smoothly integrate this new brand name and new brand image. Now, specifically with B2B marketing, which is the business we're involved in, we're highly reliant on having strong relationships with our customers. Now, this process tends to be a little bit more formal because it's based on a transactional relationship. Now, we want to basically evolve that process. For B2B marketing with Congenium is going to be a little bit different. We want it to be experiential. We want it to be dynamic, and we want the customers to really be able to immerse themselves in our product offering. So what we're proposing is something that is unconventional. It's relationship-based, but it's something that is completely different from the original B2B model, all the while reflecting our new brand image. So what we've decided to create is we're leveraging our 40th anniversary as a huge opportunity. And we're basically going to be celebrating its style with our Ice Escape Party. So this is a play on words. We want it to be an escape with our focus on ice. So it's essentially, as we have here, a change for customers to escape within the world of Congenium. So what it is, it's a 2-day event that's going to be held at Quebec's Ice Hotel. and this has become a major tourist attraction. Well, we want to take in and really make the ice connection literal. We want people to be actually, our customers, to be able to live with the brand. Instead of just purchasing our services, we want the objective to really be an opportunity for our customers to understand Congenium from living within it. So we're integrating the new brand in an exciting and innovative way that is going to be really unconventional for most B2B transactions. The result is, of course, to generate hype around the new branding, and to also position ourselves as a cutting-edge company that's going beyond the boundaries of just a simple trade show or something like that, and we're actually allowing you to live within our brand.
Okay, so now this is a great recommendation that will bring your company forward, but does it make sense? Is it financially feasible? So we did a budget for you that would include the rebranding, so such as printing a new card, the legal fees in order to incorporate the new logo and the new slogan, and so on. So we had the printing, the design, the legal fees that we approximated at $5 million. And also the complementary promotional efforts in order to reach out to your more Western customers. We want to bring them all around the ice theme, so maybe bring them to hockey games, to ice sculpture show, maybe always have something related to ice, so and some gifts as well. So we estimated this at $6 million. And finally, the organization of the 40th anniversary in December 2014, we estimated this at $2 million, but that would include renting the entire hotel, inviting you 500 and more customers. So it includes the rent, the utilities, hiring the staff, maybe have some fireworks. We want some ice artists with ice sculpture. We want some ice skaters, artistic ice skaters to do some performance, and all the logistics. So that's what is contained in that $2 million. So okay, so now what is in for you? What kind of revenue can you make for this? So we made the assumption of the Canadian market size as $2.76 billion, and that is pretty simple. We took from assumption that you will make $1 of revenue per square foot of room that you have of storage. That was an information provided. And as you see that you have already 17% of the market share, that's your current revenue. That is not shown there, but your current revenue is 16.8% of that $2.76 billion. So can you go on to the slide? Okay, so after that first year, we took the growth rate of the storage across Canada, so 5.74%. We thought that would be an appropriate growth rate for the Canadian market size. Then, so that would make a market size of $2.87 billion. And we estimated that you will be able to reach another 1% of market share from your competitors. So that would add your revenue by 5.8%. If you want more details about how I made those calculations, just ask me the Q&A. It would be my honor. So you can see that it's really financially feasible, and it would better position you to reach out to new customer in the West.
So now that we went over what Congebec was currently doing and why it is important for your company to change name to Congenium, we know as well that it is a profitable solution, and we have integrated a marketing plan around it. Well, let's take a look at how we are going to implement all of this recommendation. So short term, we're starting right now. So for the first 6 months, what we will do, we will start the rebranding planning. So obviously rebranding represents some challenges, and we covered them earlier on in our presentation. So we really want to address these challenges and make sure that everybody is on board within our staff, within our company, and within our customer for this rebranding. As well, we'll start our 40th anniversary planning. As you saw, it is a big event that we will be holding, and we want to make sure that it's well planned out. We will also design promotional efforts. So we want to start thinking about what are we going to do before this big event. We are not going to change Congebec to Congenium with one single event, but multiple events that will lead up to our 40th anniversary. So when we look at medium term, we look at 6 to 12 months. So this leads us to, we will start our ice-themed event across Canada. So as mentioned, we will be giving gifts such as hockey tickets across the country. We'll be also hosting different events, and everything will build up to our 40th anniversary, which will take place in December 2014. So then we will have our big rebranding and launch as Ice Capade. And then long term, so it's up to 2 years from now. So what we really want to do, we want to assess we want to look at how we have evolved in the past 2 years. It will be important to conduct some focus group and see what our customers are thinking, because we want this input and modify whatever we need to for the next, for the future. So as well, we will conduct some promotional adjustment along the way, and we will make sure that the changes that we have made and continue making changes for the years to come. So here we have 3 main key takeaways. So first of all, we will be better suited for international expansion. So as we said, so by changing the name, we will really be, it's going to be a name that says really well in French and in English, Congenium or Congenium. And this is really important for us because we want to stay away from only the Quebec part of it. So as well, it's dynamic and representative of our brand image. So as you see, the title, we want to keep it very simple with the writing, and we mix both to really have to see like the congé and the cold aspect, and yum. And as you can see, it sounds a bit like genius or génie, highlighting intelligent, because we are intelligently fresh since 1974. And by keeping this 1974, we are keeping our roots. And this is very important as a Quebec company. We want to keep our roots and bring them for the years to come. As well, as we mentioned earlier, we have these 3, our logo. It's not only a snowflake not representing anything, it represents something. It represents 3 things that are very important to us, which are customers, our values, and our services, sorry. And lastly, another point is, as we showed, it was profitable. So we will increase our market share, so our Canadian market share, by 1%. So this is a bit of a realistic approach, and we believe that it is possible for us to even increase more than 1%. We will also increase in sales by around 66% by 2015. Alors, nous voulons vous remercier beaucoup pour le temps que vous nous avez accordé aujourd'hui. Nous espérons enfin que ce changement de nom-là va vous apporter quelque chose de très profitable dans le futur à venir. Et puis nous croyons fortement que par changer le nom d'un nom qui est plus français à un nom qui est plus bilingue, ça va venir avec nos valeurs, puis ça va nous aider à grandir au Québec et au Canada et internationalement également. Alors, merci beaucoup. Nous ouvrons, alors si vous avez des questions.
I'd like to have a better understanding of your ROI on the 6% growth, because you've got a pretty expensive party going on.
Okay.
I want to make sure that the 6% growth.
Okay, so you want to look over the budget or the ROI?
I'll just have a better understanding.
Okay, so for the budget. So for the 40th anniversary, so it's a 2-day event. You rent the entire hotel, so 300 rooms at around $200 a night. Plus, you have to. Some customers will probably need to have their flight ticket to be bought for them in order for them to come, especially people from Winnipeg and Vancouver. So I'd include that cost in there as well. I assume also that artistic ice skater would not be cheap. They would not come cheap.
I don't want to waste your time. I just want to make sure that we focus on the fact that we can support this party and the rebranding cost with 6% growth in revenue. I'm not concerned about the cost of the party itself.
I based the budget cost on the estimated revenues that I assume that you were already doing on the almost 20% of $2 billion. So that was around $500 million. So with that number in mind, that's why we calculated this to be reasonable. But of course, these costs can be diminished according to your actual budget, of course.
As long as we're on the subject, we've seen that you're doing. You plan to do the event at the Ice Castle, as well as ice team events across the country. Do you have anything more than just promotional? Do you have like any other idea of how to implement the new visual identity beside doing events, maybe more long term, maybe more thinking to new potential clients that we're not going to have this year, but we might have next year, and those things.
Well, I think what our objective with this ice party was really just kind of revolutionize the way we conduct our B2B business and our B2B services. So of course this is for us it's an initial incentive to really promote the smooth integration. This is supposed to be kind of like a shocking event that really emphasizes the fact that our name is changing. Of course, over time, we're definitely going to need to develop more relationships with potential customers, develop strategies that not necessarily shock them, but basically showcase our original identity. But before we feel confident moving forward in there, we really have to be able to master the Congénium brand identity with our existing customers.
And to add on to that, the thing with the ICE team is it can be applied to everything. So we could do, for example, do a networking event with your current customer, and for example, they bring a friend, so you get to know and get to build new relationship. And that would you could organize one in each of the cities that you're implanted in. So 6. You could do around 2 per year. So that would actually help you build your customer base in those cities. So that's something that you could do ICE team, of course, with like ICE culture.
Je vais poser ma question en
Oui,
français, vous pouvez
bien sûr,
répondre
bien sûr.
en anglais, pas de problème. Je reviens à la question du départ. Quelque chose qui m'échappe, vous prévoyez une augmentation du revenu de 5,8%.
Oui.
Et les propositions que vous nous faites, ça coûte 13 millions de dollars au total.
Oui.
En fait, la question c'est,
Oui.
est-ce que cette augmentation de 5,8% au niveau du revenu compense les frais reliés aux opérations là, que vous nous suggérez?
Donc, une augmentation, selon mes calculations, avec votre budget, votre revenu initial de 500 millions de dollars par année, cela faisait du sens de faire un budget aussi onéreux, mais on peut tout à fait ajuster ce budget-là à vos revenus actuels. Mais aussi, ce qu'on a fait, on a assumé $1 de revenu par pied carré. Donc c'est pour ça on s'est dit que juste en 1 an vous allez augmenter comme la moyenne canadienne. Donc c'est pour ça qu'on a dit 5,8% d'augmentation, de plus que ce 5,7% déjà acquis. Donc je pense que la partie de la recommandation qui est la plus chère, ce serait le rebranding. Ce serait donc les frais d'avocat, ce serait les frais de design, d'imprimerie, ce serait l'annonce du rebranding. Mais l'événement du 40e anniversaire peut être très visuellement impressionnant, mais ne peut coûter beaucoup moins cher que ça. Donc ça peut très s'adapter à vos besoins.
Puis également, ce revenu-là, c'est seulement en 2015. Alors, on considère vraiment juste la première complète année. Alors, c'est sûr que qu'est-ce qu'on fait vraiment ici, c'est quelque chose vraiment de court terme, un événement court terme pour un long terme. Alors, on va aller chercher plus de profit long terme.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.